You just a little bit. Do you see how pigmented that is? Mistake already. Look how pretty that is. Look how gorge. Sweetie, so cute. Hi guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for this video because we're doing another full face of new in clean makeup and I'm really excited. Some of these are like newer launches. Some of these have already existed but they're new to my collection, so I'm really excited to get in this video and get started. It seems like you guys have been enjoying me kind of grabbing products that maybe don't need their own individual dedicated video and doing them in kind of a collection of like 5 or 6 products and putting them on my face. So let me know if you've been enjoying this. Also let me know what other videos you want to see. And yeah, I just want to jump into this video and get started. So if you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into this new clean makeup video. All right, I brought you in closer. Let's get into this new clean makeup video. I'm so excited. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is this foundation from Rituel Defy. And I was so excited because this is a 3-drop weightless serum foundation. And the second I saw 3-drop, I was like, honey, put it in my cart, we got to test it out. And it's meant to give you medium coverage just with the 3 drops, which I feel like that seems too good to be true, right? I was like, we'll see. And then if you want less coverage, then you can just use less drops and it'll give you less coverage. But today we're gonna do all 3 drops. So I got the shade, I should say, Potion number 106. I'm going to link everything down below. And I was picking a shade. I was kind of, I will say, picking a shade online, it wasn't as challenging as I thought. I was kind of going between 3 shades. And I feel like I did a really good job. You'll have to let me know. So you shake it. Well, okay, you don't have to, but I always shake my foundations no matter what it is, or serums. It's always just better, mixes up nice. And then you put 3 drops out, and the way that kind of comes out is there's this thing here on, can you see? I hope it's focusing. This thing here, can I have a better description? And it says press me. I don't know if you can tell. And then that's kind of how it comes out. And so it doesn't get like really messy, which I like. And it's not like dripping all around when the cap is on and you're not using it. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. And I feel like it's a decent match, even though I feel like on the back of my hand it's looking a little crazy, but I swear it's not crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply, and I'm just going to blend it with my fingers because that's the way that I prefer to use it. But you can use, I've used it with a sponge. And do you see? It's like it's a nice shade. And I wanted one that would look good once I have a little bit of a tan, because right now Mama's pale. Mama's real pale. So we're going to put it around the face. And I don't have like a lot of hyperpigmentation right now, but what I do have is I have a breakout starting right in between my eyes. Anyone else just in between like their eyebrows get breakouts every once in a while? It is so annoying. So I have that. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to blend it with my fingers, but I want you to see kind of what it is looking like before I blend it out. And we're just going to take our fingers and blend. She is blended. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. I am noticing in the monitor it is slightly more yellow than it is in person. Like in person, it is a good complexion match for me. So if you're looking at it and right now and you're like, Mama's looking a little jaundiced, I swear in person I don't. So if you're my complexion and you always kind of go with the foundations I wear, this is a nice foundation match for me. Now, I love the coverage that this gives. It gives nice medium coverage, but you can build it up. Now, I wouldn't say you can get full coverage out of this. I would say that you can get like medium plus coverage out of this, but it is really nice. And when I look in a mirror, it doesn't look like I'm wearing makeup. And I feel like anytime people say that, it's like, sweet, what are you talking about? But no, I swear, it just looks like I have a really nice serum on my face. It feels like skincare, and I think that's kind of what it's meant to feel. And it doesn't feel oily. It feels serumy, and it has like a silkiness that serums have. I don't know if that like description makes sense, but it has like a silkiness that a lot of serums have. And again, doesn't feel oily at all. Now, I'm not going to powder my face in this video. Maybe I'll powder it at the end because I want you to kind of see how it wears while I'm filming, but it just looks great. Now, if I were to powder, I would powder down here because I do have an oily T-zone, so because I have combo skin, and so right here it does get a little bit oily, but my cheeks don't really get oily or feel oily or anything like that. And this isn't one that I necessarily always powder. Like, I've gone and not powdered it and been perfectly happy with how I look, but I do, if you get oily, just note that this can definitely be powdered and it helps a lot. And I just love the way that it makes my skin look so healthy, so great. And again, you can build it up. So if I have hyperpigmentation or something where I need a little bit more coverage, I can definitely get more coverage, more than medium, but not necessarily 100% full coverage in my opinion, more medium plus. And it is just a very comfy wear. It's very lightweight, really feels like nothing on the skin. It just feels like you you put a serum on and like went on with your day. It's so lightweight feeling. It is really, really nice. And the texture, again, is that kind of serum-y feel. But if you've ever tried the Westman Atelier complexion drops, it kind of has a really similar texture and feel to that, but it feels more lightweight on the skin. And that one also feels very lightweight on the skin, but this one is a little bit more lightweight feeling in my opinion, which is really, really nice. 3 drops will definitely do ya. My normal amount is usually 2 drops because I like a little bit more light coverage, but 3 drops will definitely do you. I mean, you can see that 3 drops covered my entire face, and I could even pull it down my under my face and like get under my face under my chin and pull it all the way down. So this definitely, like, the longevity is there. It spreads really nicely, which is great. You can use a brush, you can use a sponge. I prefer my fingers, but I prefer my fingers to blend out most foundations. I just feel like the finish is always the coverage and the finish is always what I like when I use my fingers, but I've used a brush with this, I've used a sponge, and I've been really happy. This is a really nice product. I'm actually really impressed. Rituel really put their foot in this, okay? And that's a good thing. Like, they put their foot in this. This is a very, very nice product and is right up my alley. Like, it is just so good. Nice coverage, looks natural. Like, it doesn't look like you're wearing a foundation or anything, which is what I love. I hate when stuff looks foundation-y. It's just not my vibe. It doesn't work for me. And so this has been really nice. I like the way that it layers with other products. I like how it layers with my skincare. I don't get pilling with this. It is really, really nice. So next, before we move on, I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on, and then we're going to move on to the cheeks because I have a fun cheek product that we're going to be using today. So I'm going to do a little bit of the Saie Beauty Concealer. And we're just going to do 3 dots. And then this one, I really enjoy blending the Saie Beauty Concealer with my fingers, but you can also blend with a brush and all of that. But my preference with this is definitely fingers. I just feel like I don't know what it is about this formula, but it really needs the warmth of your finger to really just blend seamlessly into the under eyes and not look like makeup. I feel like at times when I blend it with a brush or not actually, you know what, not so much with a sponge, but when I use a brush, I do feel like it can look a little bit more makeup-y, even though it's a very lightweight product, because it really does just perform so well when you blend it out with your finger. I don't know, it's really good. Next, we have a product I was so excited to try. It's from Saie Beauty. It's their new launch. This is their Glow Sculpt, and I got the shade Bronze Glow, which is this really pretty bronzy kind of red tone. And I got this shade. I almost got like the peach, and there's this mauve shade that's gorge. I got this because I wanted a cheek product that kind of is a hybrid-y, like bronzer blush, so that in summer I didn't have to feel like I was going to put I mean, you don't have to feel like you need to put bronzer on, but put bronzer on then blush. Something that's just like a really good grab for like the beach and stuff. So this is a gorge shade, and what I like to do with this product is I like to apply it to the back of my hand look how pretty that is. Look how gorge. Sweetie. So cute. And then dip into it. I don't like to go in the pan with a brush or a sponge. I just feel like it's more sanitary to put it on the back of my hand, so I do that. And this is meant to be kind of a hybrid product, so it's meant to be a blush, like highlight, bronzer type of, if you get the bronzier shades type of product, which really intrigued me because I love anything that's like dewy, highlighty, but also will kind of double duty, so I don't feel like I have to use multiple products, which is really nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit at a time because I don't want to overdo it at first, and we're just going to apply this to my cheeks, and we're lightly applying this to my cheeks. We're not going crazy because it can get crazy, and we're just going to kind of go like this because I want this to kind of perform as a blush and bronzer, which I love. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that just like the most gorgeous natural flush? And it is such a good shade, and I think it'll look good on so many different complexions. They have a bunch of shades that are also like mauve-y and peach, and they have a lighter bronzer shade that looks like it would be more of a highlighter shade on me. Like, look how pretty that is. And it is just giving outside during summertime, which I love. And again, look how much is left on the back of my hand. Like, it is very much pigmented, but I'm very lightly applying because I don't want to overdo it. Sometimes it gets away from you quick, okay? Gets away from you quick if you're not careful. Just look. And I really enjoy the way that this wears. So this is definitely more of a dewy product. And even when you touch it texture-wise, it is more of a dewy product. So if you're oily, this might not be a product for you, but I really enjoy it. And it just melts into the skin. What I will say is this isn't going to last you necessarily, like, it look exactly the same by the end of the day. It definitely fades, but not unbelievably quickly or anything like that, but it's something to note. Setting spray is definitely a good thing to use with something like this because it's not going to, it's going to like kind of grip on to it. And I use setting spray if I'm going to use a setting spray with something like a makeup look that's going to be like more slippy. I'll put setting spray down first, then put on the makeup, and then set my face again at the end, and that just always helps. I mean, look at that, you guys. It is just so gorgeous. It's like the perfect sun-kissed look. If you're looking for something that gives you like a nice sun-kiss like vibe, but it's still a blush, but it's not too bronzery, but it isn't giving like too like red, because sometimes stuff can be a little bit too red for like the at times. So this is like a perfect, beautiful hybrid. And like, look how much is still in the back of my hand. That's pretty impressive. Like I didn't use all that much product. A little bit of this definitely goes a long way. And at first I thought when I saw this, I was like, this is no way that this is going to be like pigmented. Because it wasn't giving a pigmented vibe just because it's kind of meant to be a hybrid product. So I didn't think it would be too pigmented, but it is. And I definitely think you need to put it on the back of your hand and use a brush. That's just my preference. I've blended it with my fingers and it's been fine, but I just prefer to use a brush. I love the way it wears. It is more of a like slippy product, and not in a bad way, but it has like some slip to it. So it's not the most long lasting blush at all, but I do still have product by the end of the day on my face. It's not like it completely poof disappears. But the best way that I like to wear this to make sure it lasts all day is setting spray. Definitely set my face first, then put all my makeup on, then set my face again. And I just feel like it works really well. It also works well with powder on top. I don't know, I love this product. What do you guys think? I would love to know your thoughts down below. And if you've gotten a shade of the Saie, what is this called again? Glow something? Glow Sculpt, let me know down below because I'd love to know if there are other shades I should pick up because I really enjoy this formula. It's just gorgeous. So then next we're gonna go with an actual bronzer, and I have this one from Jones Road, and this is called the bronzer, right? The bronzer, and this is in the shade Cinnamon. And I was intrigued by this because I also felt like it would be a really nice shade for summertime. So that's what I'm gonna be using. And although I already have blush on, I do really like to put bronzer on after at times, depending on the look I'm going for. So this is again the shade, and this, What I will say about the Jones Beauty powder bronzers is that they have more of a red tone to them or a pink tone to them. So if you, some of the shades look like they could be a little bit too like blush kind of looking for some people. So finding a good shade match might be a little bit tough, but this is a decent shade match and I do enjoy it. And I do think for summertime, this is a good shade for me because I like, again, a little bit more of that sun-kissed vibe, and not all bronzers do that. So we're gonna dip in. Here's the thing. Okay, I just double tapped. Mistake one. Don't do that. I just wasn't paying attention. And we're gonna just make sure we don't have too much product. So I'm gonna put it back into this. This is definitely powdery, and that isn't a bad thing, but you need to be aware. Now with this, what I'm gonna do is tap it off on my hand first, because this, at first you think it's not applying enough product, and then like the second time, like if you apply on top, it ends up being crazy fast. So we're gonna go around my forehead first, and then I'm gonna dip in again once. Make sure there isn't too much product on the brush, dip off, and then I'm going to apply. I love that. It's a very, very pretty bronzer. And although it is a matte bronzer, it doesn't let your face look flat if you have like dewy products underneath it, which is nice. And I'm also going to take a little bit on my nose, and what I'm going to do is, I was going to just pull it down my nose, but I am going to just take it on just this contour brush. This is from Patrick Ta, and I'm going to do just a little bit. Do you see how pigmented that is? Mistake already because I didn't pay attention. I'm going to just apply like that, and then I'm going to blend it out. And I'm not doing this in an attempt to contour my nose. What I am using this as is gonna give me a sun-kissed burnt nose look without it being too much, and I don't want to end up looking like Rudolph, so, which is just not the vibe. So it kind of gives you a nice like bronzy look to the nose. It's very sun-kissed summer vibes, which I love. Very, very nice. I enjoy this bronzer. Now, if you are a powder bronzer person, this does have a little bit of powder kick up to it, but I enjoy that because I know that the pigmentation is going to like show up on my face. I have to be careful when I apply this because it can go wrong quickly because it is more powdery, which I enjoy, but I have to make sure I don't have too much product on the brush. And I like a one dip at a time type of situation instead of over applying it. But I really like the bronze that it gave, and like now that it's blended out on my nose, I feel like the look is very, very cohesive and it looks really, really pretty. So now next what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a little bit of this on a brush, but not too big of a brush, something that's a little bit more pinpointy. I guess not too pinpointy, but sometimes like crease brushes can be too big. This is a good size, and I'm going to apply right here and just blend, but we're not going to go too crazy. Look at that. It's just such a pretty shade. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this bronzer and apply it to my lower lash line. Oh, I didn't say what shade I got in this. I just realized I got the shade Cinnamon, or maybe I did say. I'm all over the place. I'm going to take a little bit of that and put it on my lower lash line. Okay, really liking that. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of the Saie product. I'm actually going to put a little bit on my eye, which I feel like I'm going to regret, but I'm going to just place a little bit here and just kind of blend on my lid and just get like a really nice red kind of look, which might make me look like I have pink eye, but we're gonna see if it gives pink eye. Just a little bit on my finger, nothing crazy. Then I'm gonna take this blending brush and I'm just gonna go like this on the edge to really blend it all out. Love that. It's just looking so good, guys. I'm obsessed with this. Next, we're going to take this highlighter from the Nori, which I've talked about 1,000 times. I'm going to take a little bit on my finger and just place it right in the middle of the lid. Just gives like an extra brightness. Okay, so then next, I'm actually going to do my mascara. So I'm going to curl my lashes. This is the Shiseido Lash Curler, and I'm just going to curl them real quick. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the Jones Road Beauty mascara, which you know I love, and we're going to apply. Guys, I am loving how this look is coming together. She's so cute. So next we're going to move on to lips. I just wiped off whatever was on my lip. I had a little bit of lip balm on, and we're going to move on. I have two lip products that we're going to use. One is from Jones Road Beauty, and this is their lip tint. They actually sent me this, which was really nice, and I got the shade Nude Rose. I love a tint for summer. Like, you curl your lashes. You don't have to put any mascara on or anything, and then you put a tint on your lips, and you can even take it and like apply it to your cheeks if you want a little flush, but you don't want to use any other products, and it just wakes up your face. I just love it. So again, this is the shade Nude Rose. I also wiped what was on the back of my hand off somewhat, and this is what it looks like. I also love something hydrating because my lips are the Sahara at all points in time, and we're just going to apply directly to the mouth. I mean, I love the shade. This is so beautiful. And if I'm just, again, I just have this on, curl my lashes, no other makeup, and I just run out the door, it just makes my face look so alive. And in person, it looks a little less bright than it is kind of pulling in the monitor. But this is so pretty. It's hydrating, which is really nice. So when I apply it, it really feels like it's not like drying out my lips, and it doesn't dry out my lips as the day goes on, which is really nice because sometimes lip tints can tend to dry out your lips as the day goes on. Some of them don't end up being that hydrating, at least, and by your lips, I mean my lips, because Mama's got the driest lips this side of the Mississippi River. So this is a really nice product. I really like the way it wears, and it's such a nice product to have in my bag and just throw in. I really like, and this is a great shade. I do hope they come out with more like nudie ones too, but I really enjoy this product. It's nice. So then next we're going a little bit more glossy, and this is a product that was coveted. I feel like it was sold out pretty much immediately, and then it sold out for a while at Sephora, and then it took a while, and once it came back in stock, it sold out right away again, at least online. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. So this is actually from Summer Fridays, and this is their lip butter, and this is the first one I've tried of their lip butters, and I really wanted to try this shade, and this is the shade Pink Sugar. Yeah, Pink Sugar. And this is a very hydrating product, and it has a really nice gloss to it. So we're going to just layer that on top. Just look at that gloss. Look how glossy. I mean, I love this lip. It's just so good. I also just powdered my T-zone a little bit so you could kind of see what it looks like once it's powdered, the product. But I really enjoy these lip products. I really enjoy everything actually that's on my face today, which I feel like sometimes like doesn't work out when you get new products, but I really am enjoying these. Now I kind of want to do final thoughts. So I love this product. This is so good. And if you have been wanting to try the Westman Atelier serum, then this might be a really nice alternative, and this definitely builds up more than that, and this is way more affordable than the Westman Atelier one. The Westman Atelier is like $68 or $70, which is bananas. So this is definitely a nice alternative, and the feel of it is really similar. And this you can kind of, the Westman Atelier is more like light to medium coverage. This you can kind of build up to be medium plus. So this is great, very versatile, and the shade range is really nice. I really enjoy this. I mean, what do you guys think of the flushed skin that this gave me, or flushed skin? Flushed look that this gave me. I really enjoy it. It is very nice. It is, again, not the most long lasting product, but it definitely, you can get it to wear longer, especially if you set it with a powder, or which the powder will just hold it in place, but you will still get dew on the cheeks, because this does have like nice oils that will poke through. And setting it with a setting spray is great, but I really enjoy this. Next, we have this, the bronzer from Jones Road Beauty. I really enjoy this. They need to expand their shade range, though. Listen, not in 2023, okay? Expand your shade range. But I do really enjoy this bronzer, and I do think it gives like a nice bronze, but it also gives like a little bit of a pinky bronze, which I do enjoy, especially in summer. So that's really nice. It's nice, long wearing, very buttery feeling. Is powdery though, so you just need to be careful that you don't have too much on the brush. And then we have these lip products, which are really, really nice. I love them. I mean, I just look at the juiciness that my lips are giving right now. Juice, I love it. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.